how shit can a Discord server be? Excluding the C and the G, of course. Because this is one of the worst I have ever seen in my entire life. So the server is called, let's say a certain Thai blood debt community. It was normal at first. People just playing game and doing something, I don't know. Until the owner, let's call him Carl, joined the VC and started bragging about like drugs, booze, cigarettes and like violence to a bunch of minors.
ตอนพี่อยู่ม.5 เทอม 2 พี่คิดจะฆ่าเพื่อน
Now he probably made some of this stuff up just to look cool, but he's talking to a bunch of minors. And how young are these minors, you ask? Well, you got the normal minors of course, 16, 15, 14, but there's like 2 10-year-olds.
ครบ10 คอมเมนต์5 ครบติดตาม 10 ผมจะทำ Q&A 10
in the VC and like, how did you get here? You do you know that you're supposed to be 13 to be on Discord, and all of this is fairly problematic because you know you're a Roblox YouTuber. He's a Roblox YouTuber, by the way. And then a certain someone, which I will not name, contacted me about Carl's past. 2-3 years ago, Carl was in a relationship that didn't pan out too well. Now most people would just cut their losses and find a new fish in the sea. But not Carl. He blackmailed her with a picture of her, let's just say, a cat, and actually sent it to one of his friends. Not to mention that she was a minor at the time. Okay, editing proof here. I actually looked into her age, and she's 15 to 16 now. That means that 2 to 3 years ago, she was 12 or 13. Let that sink in. Carl has shown some very questionable behavior. First of which being this girl he targeted, who I shall not be naming for privacy reason. Okay? On her first day on the server, she was immediately given admin. And from her words, this is not mine, he started trying to befriend me because he thought that I was a tomboy and he seemed to want to form a harem or a 2-person relationship. At that time, he was close to the girl and she was naive and went along with Carl without realizing just who she was interacting with. Now, being behind this one case is already bad enough. However, there have been only one report of this, but maybe there are some other girls with similar experiences. Carl's account is also part of some not very good places, namely 2 places, a Roblox C server and a Gooning server. Now the Roblox C server, I admittedly don't have a lot of information on. I just know that it's a Roblox C server that Carl is in. The Gooning server, however, we do have a lot of information on. To keep it short, this server regularly posts Lego connecting videos of the Roblox game Blood Debt. But later on, he got into a fight with the owner and was kicked shortly after. Now the keyword here is kick. He didn't leave on his own. Carl has a tendency of blaming everyone but himself.
รู้ไหมว่าพี่ติดนิสัยนี้อ่ะมันเป็นเพราะพ่อพี่ทำให้พี่ต้องแบบเป็นคนที่คิดมากอ่ะคิดย้ำๆอ่ะอยู่ตลอดเวลา
And he hold this mentality of him that no one understand him but he understand everyone else.
มันไม่ปกติสำหรับพี่เพราะว่าลองคิดดูว่าไอ้เชี่ยพี่แม่ง พี่แม่งเครียดตั้งแต่ตอนเด็กอะรู้ไหมตั้งแต่5 ขวบแม่งพี่เครียดจัดอะคือพี่เครียดเพราะอะไรไหมพี่โดนพ่อด่า
like some sort of narcissistic contrarian, and also he has like this double standard that I don't understand against those who like praise him and those who criticize him. He's a narcissist, but come on, double standard. Additionally, Carl also have some allegation. However, the amount of evidence we have behind them is insufficient, so just quickly list them out for you. Carl gambled, borrow money and don't give them back, and also apparently stalking as well. Now these are all very serious allegations, and I very much thank the leaker for giving us the information on Carl. But there's somewhat a funny thing that happened as this information was being relayed to us by the leaker. Carl have seemed to found out about how we were trying to expose him at the time, which we were not trying to expose him in any way. Could you guess what Carl did? He banned me, of course, and all of my friends. But you know what the funny thing is? He didn't ban the leaker. He left it alone. What the hell? And then after that, Carl apologizes. So my friend, I'll just call him Rapper, tried to talk with Carl. But Carl seemed rather uneasy and canceled the talk after agreeing 3 times. So Rapper ran out of patience and make this song on him and his admin. The first song immediately got him banned, and me too. All of my friends got banned, including Rapper, because he used a picture of Carl Home Providence for the song, but he was unbanned shortly after. And then Carl chatted with Rapper and then said something along the lines of, "Oh, I'm paranoid, and also don't contact the leaker ever again." So then Rapper suggests that Carl talk with the leaker to make concession, but Carl said talking to him wouldn't resolve the problem. Then Rapper suggests that Carl should talk to him in the server VC and let everyone decide who is in the right and who is in the wrong. Carl then proceeds to ghost him entirely. March 17, 2026 is the day when shit hit the fan, because the leaker leaked just about every fucking thing about Carlson. Of course he leaked, he's called the leaker, and he got banned and everything, but the reaction of the admin were priceless. If you can't read Thai, I'll translate for you. If I ever found out his address, I'll go burn his house. And I don't care if there are sick people. This guy is 14, by the way. Fine, you wanna play with Carl? I'll play with you. I'll expose you. Do you know who I am? I can find his Facebook. I know how to. This guy's 13, by the way. We are not in the wrong. We will be fine. That guy's so fucking loser. Sorry for using bad words. Not everyone is perfect. Immediately the next sentence. Report him to the DSI, basically the Thai FBI. If we are making a dog, we're gonna use gentle language. The dog wasn't released. I'm not stressed, I'm just vengeful. The leaker is a grown-ass man. Why not just talk it out? Yo, watch out, they might screenshot this. What are you afraid of tonight? Go ahead and screenshot them all. Tonight is the end. I can't control my rage now. I hate the fact that my loved ones are being accused. I don't understand. I have my reason. Okay, that's gonna end it. There's a lot more, but TLDR, they crash out and try to dox the leaker, defend the blackmailer, and bury the evidence. Now Rapper has made a couple diss songs, and then we got banned. And now it's our turn to get the leaker's treatment. But I'll be introducing the character first. KR Yapper, which I'll be calling her Korean from now on, Khmer, Korean boyfriend, and Toon V2. Who is this? Okay, first, let's talk about the big deal. Khmer tried to spread misinformation by making a quote-unquote meme accusing rapper of being in a very bad server after being banned from that Thai blood debt community, and made a public call-out post against rapper telling him to come talk with Khmer. So rapper did. They have a lovely conversation, which basically just all bark no bite at all. Then he spread misinformation again by calling rapper a stalker, and proceed to spread even more misinformation by going to the Discord server and saying that rapper got mad because of a meme, completely leaving out the call-out post, and in that same message admit that he was trying to slander rapper. Listen, I don't know who's this kid, but he just make meme about rapper. And finally we go to Korean. She basically just went mad and crashed out saying a bunch of stuff like, I'm so mad for Carl.
Grooming ผมโคตรโกรธแทนพี่คาสันเลยว่ะ
I will defend him.
คนแบบเนี้ยพี่คาสันมันต้องเจอผมบ้าง
Blah 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 blah. And that's really it. It's in the past. Yes, it's in the past. So, the infamous EDP situation happened 5 years ago and people still call him a pedophile. Saying it's in the past could even be used to emphasize how he hasn't shown any improvement across several years that have passed since the blackmail incident because of all of the other allegations that happened recently. Get this, okay? If you kicked the dog 3 years ago, would it be okay to bring up this point? Yes! Okay, now if let's say you killed someone 3 years ago or you blackmailed someone 3 years ago, you cannot bring this point up because the severity of the situation does not allow this point to be made at all. It's already been dealt with. Yes, maybe. So, the doctor disrespect situation has been dealt with. And later when the situation came to light, everyone still call him a pet. Okay, the situation is this. Rapper chatted with Carl's ex-girlfriend. You know, he's trying to interview her and everything. Nothing much really. But Carl's ex-girlfriend has a friend in the server who is an admin. And guess what? The admin invited Carl's ex into the server and they fearmonger his ex-girlfriend, saying that we are a threat to society and should not be associated ever.
ต้องแบบมาเป็นเรื่องใหญ่อะไรขนาดนี้เพราะไอ้พวกเนี้ยมันภัยสังคมเว้ย
Saying that we started even though he banned us first and refused to resolve the problem.
อีกอย่างก็คือพี่ก็เห็นตัวเองไปแล้วแต่พวกมันเลื้อนแล้วมันจะเอามุมมามันจะเอาเรื่องอดีตมาพูด
Which perfectly leads me into my last point. All of you always talk like this and act like this. Doesn't mean we are brainwashed. Is that guy brainwashed rotten or something? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the definition of brainwashing. If I were wrong, please tell me why. He leaked your cat and you immediately forgave him because he said sorry.
ตอนนั้นน่ะพี่ก็ขอโทษด้วยแหละแล้วก็พี่ก็เข้าใจ
A whisper of the wind and fearmonger you and the admins as well, knowing full well that Carl did all of that and still for some reason defend him and support him like he's like some sort of North Korean soldiers type shit. And rapper like in the very recent thing, like rapper said something about like Carlson server being a cult, which is debatable. Very funny response though.
คือพวกเขาอะบอกพี่ว่าพี่แบบล้างสมองทุกคนที่แบบอยู่ในดิสพี่อะคนในดิสพี่ก็คนนะเว้ยไอ้เกียไม่ใช่หุ่นยนต์
Damn! Robot exists in Jamestown too? Oh, also, when you ask a cult leader, is this a cult? What response would they give? Hello sir, is this a cult? No? And this is the last thing. Korean, you met this guy 1 month ago. 1 month! Why the fuck would you defend him with your life? Holy shit
If the truth shall kill them, let them die.
Kablow, kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.